Hello and welcome to Kindred Groups, a experiment in faith from St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church. Glad that you are with me for this third installment of our series on inclusive theology. Today we are talking about the book of Leviticus. Yeah, I know, exciting. The book of Leviticus is a part of the Jewish Torah or instruction, and is a bunch of rules specifically for the Levites and the priests and the high priests as they seek to speak before God for the people. It has lots of interesting rules, many of which we completely ignore, but the ones that we are probably more likely to hear about are the couple of rules in chapter 18 and 20 about a man lying with a man like they would with a woman. It is described as an abomination. We'll learn a little bit more about that particular word and maybe how it means not quite exactly what it sounds like it means. We need rules. Rules are helpful. They help us to know how to act correctly and not. God provides rules for the Hebrew people in their time in the wilderness, in their time as their own nation. But of course, with all of these rules, as we have talked about before, cultures shift and change. What is really important for one particular group of people may not be as important for others. And so we will wrestle with these rules, these expectations from several thousand years ago, and try to figure out what they meant in the first place and how we really need to apply them now. There are a lot of wild things in the Jewish Torah. So for a little bit of fun, we're going to play a little game of Is It in the Law? All right. Very similar to our last game. I'll list off a few things and you tell me whether it's in the law or not. Selling off your son or daughter to pay off your debts. Yes. Yep, this one's definitely in there. How about, what happens if an ox gores someone and has already gored them before? Yes. The law can be pretty precise sometimes. What to do if two men are fighting and a woman grabs one of them by the genitals? Yep, that one's in there too, just in case you were wondering. An ordeal to put a woman through if she is suspected of having an affair. Yep. There is a very detailed description of an ordeal to put a woman through. In fact, some have suggested it is an early form of abortifacient. As we consider the law of God, which is in some ways beautiful and wonderful, but in some ways not helpful, we will also consider the ways that we apply these rules and laws to our lives in light of the gospel of Jesus Christ, who came, as he said, to fulfill that law. I invite you into thoughtful reflection of these and the many rules that we may come across as we seek to live lives of response, lives of responsibility, lives of righteousness. I invite you into good conversation as we consider how we might apply Leviticus to our lives.